makes its way up toward the stalls. We're now ready. Misty conditions here at the moment. They're off now. They're racing. And deep out Staden appeared to be the first of them away. Quickly into stride Filthy Habits as well as Mr. Thunderman come a little bit closer. Almost a line of four as they greet the judge the first round. Behind them he's a Zeb pushing up underneath of old Zachariah Bow. And then Canellan's Legacy. She'll be out the back early with All About the Crack. And toward the tail end of the field La Cartier. They've gone over by Beckett's Gate with 1800 to go. And the favourite Filthy Habits found itself in front from Come a Little Bit Closer, fighting for a bit of rain as the speed drops here at the mile. On the rails, he's a Zeb the Grey, followed by Mr. Thunderman, who's out there quite wide on the course for the moment. Up there in front of Staden. A length and a half away then came Zachariah Bow. Canellan's Legacy back with La Cartier, and now finding itself last of all is All About the Crack. 6 or 7 lengths from the leader. Over into the back they head, 1300 to run. Fiori's going to try and drop the anchor here as they prepare to make their way to the riverside of the course. Filthy Habits by 3/4 come a little bit closer. Up on the Chewy. Running third, covering extra ground, Mr. Thunderman. He's a Zeb fourth on the inside. He's enjoying a terrific run throughout from Staden. About a length away then came Zachariah Bow, La Cartier, and back behind them at the 1,000 came the filly Canellan's Legacy, patiently handled by Chrissy Parnham, and last of all is All About the Crack, in a compact affair as they come midway down the riverside of the course by the 850. Filthy Habits had them stacked and racked from Come a Little Bit Closer. Still going very keenly. Mr. Thunderman third, 3 deep. Over on the inside, he's a Zeb. There's been no variation in the order. And then came Staden, who's up there running fifth. In behind them, Zachariah Bow, La Cartier. Canellan's Legacy would need to get going at any tick of the clock because they're going to come off the corner and they're going to be powering. Back last of all About the Crack. Filthy Habits, only a neck, Come a Little Bit Closer, trying valiantly to get on equal terms. A length and a half, Zachariah Bow, Staden, he's a Zeb. Canellan's Legacy for the moment not in it. At the 200, Filthy Habits kicks on the inside of Come a Little Bit Closer. The old fellow Zachariah Bow keeps coming at them. The 10-year-old, he goes up, grabs the lead from Filthy Habits, who keeps coming back. Filthy Habits, Zachariah Bow, they're going to go to it. Nothing much in it whatsoever. They went to it, bob of the heads. Filthy Habits got it. Filthy Habits over Zachariah Bow. He's a Zeb back near the inside, possibly third from La Cartier. Canellan's Legacy, well, didn't get going when the sprint went on and got caught flat-footed. Come a little bit closer, ground away. All About the Crack, Staden next home, and a long last is Mr. Thunderman. We wait on the placings, we wait on the photo result after the running of race 1. Filthy Habits down on the inside will win it from Zachariah Bow. The old-timer continuing to hold his fabulous newfound form. And behind them, he's a Zeb who is just tonking along behind Filthy Habits all of the way. Look, Lucy got away with some very cheap sectionals, really, in the context of it all. And Filthy Habits was entitled to have something up its sleeve. It did. It was challenged. It found not once but twice. Beat off Come a Little Bit Closer, who was a bit keen throughout with the speed that was on. And then Zachariah Bow, who looked fleetingly as though he'd make it a winning hat-trick. Canellan's Legacy was back in the field and she just couldn't build with the speed the way that the race was run. It's a short head by 1 1/4. A short head 1 1/4. Interim numbers are 3, 4, 2, 5. 3, 4, 2 and 5. Filthy Habits is the winner by I'm All the Talk from Dirty Vegas. Justin Warwick, Ben Duncan, M. Murphy, Gary Kemp, the owners. Trained by Brandon Fiore. And, well, it was a perfectly rated ride in front by Lucy Fiore here on Filthy Habits to win. Zachariah Bow by Blackfriars out of Brooks Me Baby. A 10-year-old gelding. Greg Buglehold, Joey as a party second in. And he's a Zeb third by Zebedee from She's a 10. Owned trained by Tommy Pike, ridden by Kira Yule. No time available. We'll get that very soon. It won't be quick. Race 2, the National Pump and Energy Plate. We come back to 1,000 metres for the next event at 3 minutes after 1. There are no changes in race 2 as we head down now and join Lockie Taylor. Fighting finish by Filthy Habits. Continued great form by the old horse, Zachariah Bow. He's a Zeb on Detonator Day for Tommy Pike, weighing in third placing. Good finish to start the day and a very good ride in front. They're judged perfectly by Lucy. It'll be interesting to see what time they did run.
Filthy Habits in the end prevails. Winning trainer Brandon Fiore joins me now. Brandon, this horse, he hasn't been all that well exposed over this type of trip, but between you and Luce, have you always thought you'd see the best of him out over 2,000 plus?
Yeah, we did have we did think he could run the distance, but you just never know till you get there, so it was good to see him run it, and he done a good job.
How'd you see the race in your eyes today? It looked like Lucy had a fairly soft time of it in front, but there were a few nervous moments over the concluding 300 metres?
Yeah, Lucy rated it well, and she rode it perfect. It was good. Yeah, great ride, but at the end, yeah, it was a heart was in my mouth. It was a hard watch.
What do you do with him now? There's the potential Esperance Cup. It's been well spoken about that it's worth a lot of money next Sunday afternoon. Is he the type of horse that could be ready for a trip down to Esperance?
I think we'll just take him through his grades, and there's another race for him, Bunbury Cup Day, so we'll probably get him ready for that and go there.
How'd you enjoy the sales? Did you manage to go out to the Swan Valley complex over the last couple of days?
Nah, I didn't go this year. Lucy pulled the screws down and wouldn't let me go. So
you're a smart man to listen to the wife. Well done here.
Cheers, Lockie.
There's Brandon Fiore saddling up Filthy Habits to take out the opener. Good all-the-way win from start to finish. Lucy Fiore made the most of barrier 2 Scott, and from there rated the horse nicely. Zachariah Bowe, the old boy, headed him at the top of the straight, but Filthy Habits, nice and strong late.
He certainly was, Lockie. It was a fighting victory. Zachariah Bowe, isn't he going good? He's a Zeb towed around him behind them, but in the end it was the ride that wins the race, able to control and dictate terms to them down the back straight, and then he really had to grit in the last 150 metres because it looked to the naked eye as if Zachariah Bowe had potentially headed him. It's always hard to tell live on the angle that we watch from, Lockie, but we'll ask Lucy that on whether or not he was headed at any stage, but it's a good fighting victory that. Esperance Cup-wise, next weekend, it is a lot of money, and you just wonder how many, if any, Metro horses are going to head down for that.
Exactly right. It could be a fairly weak affair for a race that is going to be a 72 plus, but hopefully for the Esperance Turf Club, there's going to be plenty of local and Metro horses go that way because the prize money is so good.
Well, Ash Maley tends to take one every single year. Surely he'd take a horse like Sluice Box down there, Lockie. He was victorious with the old grey a few years ago, pushed to pass. I think Ryan Hill may have ridden him that day. That's how long ago that is. So I'm expecting that some will have to make the trip because the money on offer is just too good not to. We saw the road to the Cup race down at Esperance at their most recent meeting, and it was taken out by Asymmetric, who used to race up here for Justin Erklands. So it's certainly the local brigade down there will be nervously awaiting to see those noms come out next Tuesday as to who does and doesn't make the trip down to Esperance. But for now, we're going to talk to Lucy about Filthy Habits. Lucy, he was tough in the finish.
Yeah, he really is. He's every start, his best has been the last 100. They come to him and then he kicks away again, and even after the line, I have struggled pulling him up.
The top of the home straight, there was only one real danger looming up, and that was Zachariah Bowe. At any stage, did he head you on the outside?
He loomed up. He never quite headed me, but when he did, I thought, it's only good because then he gets in range of the winkers, and then Filthy Habits only kicks again.
Brandon was saying that preference might be to take him through his grades as opposed to be tempted into heading down to Esperance next week.
Yeah, I think he's probably just a bit too lowly rated. I think he'd probably run a good race and he'd throw away some points. But yeah, he's maybe a prep away.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Lucy Fiore bringing up a nice win to start today in combination with husband Brandon taking out the McMahon handicap with Filthy Habits.